Hi Capricorn, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading, also known as Denise Fernandez. We start with the star seed, and star seeds are supposed to be kind of people that, not really people, but they are, well, they can be, I suppose, but they are people that are supposed to come down here to Earth. I don't feel like they are really earthly. No, and to help other people. Yeah, and it is a number 8 in the major arcana in this deck, and the eights are about power and movement, progress, and things like that. Now we have the memento mori. There might not be a someday. So, mori in Italian means die, like in Spanish is morir. But, this is like a moment of death, kind of memento. There might not be a someday. Somebody realizes in this reading, Capricorn, you or this other person, you might be realizing that time is, maybe I don't want to waste my time, or time is of the essence, something like that. And look like you have somebody helping you here. Your greatest joy pollinates the world. All right, so this is beautiful, and this looks like, it just looks like it's about love so far. But let's have a look here, and we'll talk about those in just a moment. Let's see what this deck has to say. And we have the grieving card. Somebody is grieving. Wow. And they're grieving because there's some type of an ending, because either somebody ended something and they go, there's for sure there's not going to be a someday with something, or and they could have done that, just realizing that, hey, time is of the essence, and I'm not going to be here forever. But there's grieving, fertility reversed. All right, so, and we have financial health. All right, so that may or may not be good. That's a good picture. It is. But fertility reversed is, it kind of talks about abundance that is, or something that is not growing, right? She's there pregnant and she's happy with her baby in her stomach, but it's reversed. This is about something that's not going to grow anymore, and there's grieving over it, because somebody realizes that they have to go and do something. They have to take control, and because we're not going to be here on this earth forever. Yeah. So let's see, Capricorn. We're going to use these cards today, and these are the Housewives deck. Hope you guys are all just peachy. And yeah, if you want to get a psychic reading, I'm always checking for accuracy. If you want to understand somebody, if you want to know them better, or maybe you just met them, things like that. Yeah, we do them over a video call. I can read a couple people, the tarot cards as well. You're pulling the cards, so it's very fun. Excuse me. It is, very interactive. It is. Mystic Sense has a free 5-minute psychic reading, and you can get an astrology reading with me if you would like. You can also get a past life reading. Everything's below in the description box. Those are Dolores Cannon style, and it's very cool to have one of those. It just really is an experience. We start with death. OMG, we have the Knight of Cups. The Lovers. Here they are. For me, that looks like this actor, Ray Milland, from way, way back. Might not be, but, and the Lovers. And here they are, driving into the sea of love. They are, because here he has his convertible headed into the water, and they're laughing. He's too busy to notice the water, that he has just went over a cliff, right? Yeah, super infatuated, and that is the Lovers. So at least they're going to die together happy, right? And so, yeah, the death card starts the reading, and this is the overall energy. It's everything expires, and we see the mayonnaise here, and these flies that are, yeah, and rotten food around it, rotten tomatoes and cheese and right? All right. So in this reading, death starts the reading. The challenge is an offer of love, or somebody's feelings here in the challenge. Knight of Cups, and he's pouring her some champagne, and she's over here with her rose waiting for him. And so, yeah, let's get a card on that. Sitting in the challenge, we have the Nine of Cups, the wish. So somebody in this reading knows that they have to go after what they really want, or they're never going to have it, because there might not be a someday. right? Yeah, when people say that, you're thinking, you're never going to do that, are you? Well, someday when I blah, blah, blah. Okay. So here's this man giving his wife her Christmas present, and they're in their bathrobes, and here's their big Christmas tree, and this is Christmas morning, of course, but this is really about a wish, not so much necessarily if you are not, celebrating Christmas, of course, but this is about a wish, and sits in the challenge as well. Something had to end here with this death card. Something expired because somebody's in love in this reading, because the lovers are driving into the sea of love, and that is why it's all happening. Somebody is in love and they're like, I need to go get Capricorn, or Capricorn, I need to go get this person. I need to show up and be in my joy. Yeah, because your greatest joy pollinates the world, and there's some grieving here, and not sure about what's going on financially. Financial health, that's next to the fertility card reversed. Maybe it's not that great, but, maybe somebody's grieving an ending of a relationship, and that's why their financial health is not going to be, maybe they have to pay out, something like that. But, right, this is about somebody who's head over heels, and they're like, I'm doing this. Yeah. Seven of Cups sits in the past, right? So here she is trying to choose cocktail. She's at a party and she's trying to choose her cocktail. So there was like options or confusion, and we have the Ten of Cups with it. This is the happily ever after. And what this means is that in the past, you or this person carefully chose their happily ever after, and they know it's not going to be there forever. They're totally onto that. King of Wands, here he is, and he's willing to do almost anything. He went to work today, and he's wearing his suit, and he's sitting in his, he's at home now, but he's holding the wrench and all these kind of, rakes and mops and things like that. So he's down. He'll do anything to make his world, well. And that's what somebody's doing in this reading. And that's how somebody sees themselves in this reading. Yeah. The Eight of Cups talks about failure. It talks about a relationship that has failed. Can talk about heartbreak. And here she's wiping her brow, this beautiful woman, and she is upset. She's got these 8 coffee cups to wash, but that's just, symbolic, of course. And let's see, that sits in the near future with the Tower. Yeah, so the Tower in this deck is basically about breaking the mold. Like, I need something brand new. Like, let me tear this down so I can rebuild this in my own vision, or with the way I want it to be. So this is somebody's life, and there's something that has failed here. Some relationship, it does look like that. The King of Pentacles showing up, and here he is, and he's a cutie. Yeah, he is. They're all cute, these guys, right? No, not him. Not the magician. He's not. But these 2 kings are cute, right? You're like, what? So anyway, that's in the concern, the King of Pentacles. That may be you, Capricorn. He's there with his money and his pet, his dog, because the dog's earthly, right? We have the Eight of Swords with it. This sits, in the concern. So we have the Eight of Swords, and she's being held down to the olive loaf with a toothpick. This is, I'm being restricted, and this is a concern. So somebody felt restricted in their life. That's why that's why they let something fail, or that's why they want to make a whole new mold for their life, basically. The Magician is in the environment, and he's kind of, this guy here who, basically he's selling this washer and these dryers, to these housewives. But, he kind of comes across like his dryer can, can do about anything, like, right, can deliver babies and, type letters and, all this, not that a letter even equates to birthing babies, but he's given somebody that impression, and the Six of Wands is with it. This is gossip. There could be gossip in your environment. There could be gossip here because something's left out here. Looks like an ending for sure. There could be gossip here. They're looking in the window at this, they were going to look in the window and go, oh, her house is always a mess, right? That's what they were going to do. And there's four of them, and they're housewives. They don't have anything better to do but to kind of gossip and and stuff like that. And so here they are, and they're looking in this window, and they see how immaculate it is in this kitchen. And they're like, "Oh, she really cleaned up well. Wow." There's some type of a major surprise here that is showing up, and yeah, something has been finished here as well. Yeah, something is finally done in this reading. That's what this is about with the Six of Wands, because they're like, oh, she actually cleaned it. So something is ending here. It finally ends. That's what this is about. That's why we have death. Everything expires, of course. And somebody, yeah, it's possible there was like, if there's a failure here, I just feel like whoever is doing this is not like telling the whole world what they're doing. I feel like this is my business with Capricorn, and nobody needs to know. There is that in this reading. The Page of Cups is the hope, and he's watering these flowers. This little boy, this little cute freckly boy, and he's those flowers are his two grandpas and his grandma. So he's got the maternal and the paternal over here. He's watering that. This is about, nurturing something. And this is the hope. Somebody hopes you will nurture them, Capricorn. This could be them wanting to nurture you, definitely, because somebody is head over heels in love with this Lover's card. It sits at the center of the reading, too. And in the potential outcome, we see the Queen of Cups. And here she is. And she kind of looks like, I don't know, one of these teachers kind of that, kind of has a, like you walk up to them and you tell them something and they look really, really surprised. Like, well, you did that yourself, right? Yeah. Kind of that's how she looks here. But, maybe she's a nice lady. But the Queen of Cups is sitting there and she's having a cocktail. This is about introspection, major. And maybe that's what somebody's doing. They sit and have a drink and thinking all about it. Ace of Swords, ordeals. Wow. So this person is hoping you're going to like nurture this or return the love. And we'll get one more card. And and this reading too, this talks about somebody who learns like who they're in love with, or like where they should be putting their time in a relationship. Like this is like knowing this other one over here or something. This is not what I want anymore. And let's get a card. We have the Queen of Wands now, and she's being demanding. Yes, she is. Can you imagine that? Fire sign being demanding. Here she is. And, this is a trip here. This could be like you've been waiting for this person to do this and you have your hand out. She has her hand out like it's about time. Yes. And the look on her face is kind of, mean. Let's see what they say about the Queen of Wands in this deck. Creative energy, ego, and passion. Yeah, she got ego. She has her hand up. So, this can be about passion here. It can. Yeah, this is about somebody who wants to pursue this is about her. She wants to pursue, like, spend her time pursuing things that are more meaningful to her, her creative endeavors. Remember, we have this, your greatest joy pollinates the world. That's like a creative type of, like, energy here. This person or you, Capricorn, is shifting, is putting their focus on a brand new beginning with you. They broke the mold with somebody or something, and they're in reflection right now and dealing with some type of an ordeal, or they might think that you're going to give them a hard time. It's possible, but I don't feel like that's it may be with the Magician in the environment. He's a little bit of a trickster. But we do have some type of failure here, so this is kind of a trippy reading. We're going to end this reading, you guys. Thanks so much for joining me here. If you want to see that reading on Gene Hackman, it's a tarot reading. It is. I'm going to be channeling him as well. And, yeah, thanks so much for joining me. And that is, you probably have, news of that. And thanks so much for joining me. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the little bell in order to receive all my notifications. Thanks so much, guys.